Hello and welcome to yet another Balance Druid video, finally! Yay! And today I want to talk about the state of Balance Druid on 5.4 at the moment. Anything can change. Once again, it's PTR, so don't quote me on anything. I might be lying to you. By the time this video is out, there might have been a change that I don't know about. Currently I can get onto PTR, so I'm just running through the Throne of Thunder. I love Thunder. And what should I start with? Let's start with the talent. Ysera's Gift, awesome. I like it a lot. That's a pretty cool thing. That's one reason why in the general Nazgrim video I left the healing numbers on, because I wanted to see just how much stuff it does in an actual raid environment. It was pretty cool. It's a steady healing going off, and I really like it. I'll miss not having just instant healing touch or rebirth. I miss it a lot on the PTR. I died a few times because of that, because I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna heal myself, and then I realized, oh, I just won't. But you know, what are you gonna do? Next, Soul of the Forest. I don't see myself using it, mainly because it's a very unreliable. If you don't know, by the way, Soul of the Forest has been changed again, and it now makes it so that your casts have a chance to grant you a buff, and the buff changes Astral Communion for 15 seconds. If you have this buff and you use Astral Communion, it will automatically throw you into an eclipse. Which I thought, hey, that sounds pretty cool, right? That might not be bad. But then I realized that the proc chance is just so stupidly low that it's just unreliable. Plus, the buff only lasts, I think, 15 seconds. Which, you know, it's very random, and that's not what Boomkins are about. Boomkins are about preparation. You need to know what's gonna happen at a certain point, and you need to be ready for it. And that's why a lot of people think Boomkins are crap, because they just want to do it their own style, like Hunters. You know, usually when people that played Hunters play Balance Druids, I actually had this with my friend. I was like, dude, the Balance Druid is just shit, how can you play this? I was like, well, you need to be ready for stuff. It's not like Hunter, like something happened and you can react to it. If something happens as a Balance Druid and you don't expect it, you're probably not gonna deal with it very well. Because certain situations require certain state of eclipse and such. So I don't feel like I'm gonna be using that. Next is Incarnation. Incarnation stays the same, but the new set bonus makes it so that every time you enter an eclipse, the cooldown of your celestial alignment is reduced, which leads me to believe that Blizzard doesn't want us using celestial alignment. Incarnation, sorry. Blizzard doesn't want us to use Incarnation, because you use Incarnation in a certain way. You enter an eclipse, you pop Incarnation. After 15 seconds of just nuking your balls off with Incarnation, you pop Celestial Alignment, and you have both for 15 seconds. But if you're gonna have the new tier set, you're gonna have Celestial Alignment, and there'll be what, 30 seconds left for Incarnation, and you're like, well, I do have Celestial Alignment, but if I want to use it properly and do the most damage, I need to wait for Incarnation anyway. So it's like, well, that defeats the point of having the set bonus in the first place, doesn't it? If you're gonna have Celestial Alignment off of cooldown and you use it, you're an idiot, because then you're gonna have Incarnation without Celestial Alignment, and Incarnation without Celestial Alignment is pretty shit. That's the basic mistake people do as a Boomkin. They just use everything. They pop all the cooldowns and hope for the best, right? You see those people, they just pull and suddenly they have Celestial Alignment, they're nuking their balls off, and after 15 seconds their damage is shit because they don't use their cooldowns properly. And so, as I was talking about, that leads me to believe that Blizzard doesn't want us using Incarnation. So what are we supposed to use? Force of Nature for every single fight, really? Well, until you get the 4 set bonus, I think it's 4 piece set bonus, you're gonna be using Incarnation most of the time anyway, or just Force of Nature. But from the once you get the 4 set bonus, you're just gonna be using Force of Nature because there's no point of having Incarnation, which is kind of sad, really. Next thing, the new Dream of Scenarios. Can we not talk about that? You know how I feel about Dream of Scenarios. They tried to make this shit work for as long as I remember, and this shit won't fly in PvE. It's a PvP thing. You heal yourself, your next Eclipse is stronger. If this is beneficial, I am going to club someone to death. And that's about it. So the recap is, we don't have Nature Swiftness anymore, we have Ysera's Gift, which is good. Soul of the Forest, probably not gonna be using that. Maybe if some fights are good for it, but we need to test that out. Incarnation, probably gonna be forgotten once you get the new tier set. Gonna be using Force of Nature all the time. Fun, fun, fun! Then Dream of Scenarios is shit. And that's about it, really. We didn't have an awful lot of things changed. Blizzard really tried to change something, but at the end, it's gonna be mostly the same. That's about it. I want to take a look at the new Restoration Druid, because the crazy Rejuvenation on Crack cooldown is in the game. Yeah, finally. It was not when I did the quick look at Restoration Druid, and hopefully the glyph of Efflorescence is gonna be in as well. So I'm kinda excited for that, because Restoration Druids are gonna be amazing in 5.4, trust me. And that's about it. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.